I learned a new process today on opening the transformer, getting the steel and the copper separated. So I'm going to go over that process that I learned today. The previous process was to put the device in the vise, close it up, take a chisel, hammer on this side until the pieces started coming out, then pulling the steel out one at a time, then getting the plastic out, getting the copper out, and unwinding it and taking it apart. This new process takes a chisel and hammers straight through, gets it cut, flips it on the other side, takes a screwdriver, pries it out, and the steel stays together for the most part. The plastic comes out. The copper is then definitely cut, and it's not, as I had said in previous videos, I like to wind my copper up and keep it nice and neat. But the bottom line is to do this as quickly as possible and to get the copper out as fast as possible. I'm going to weigh this transformer up, see how much it weighs before and after. I have my scale set to ounces, and this transformer weighs 12.7 ounces. So now I'm going to attempt to do what I saw on a video today, and hopefully it will pan out to be true and be a faster way of taking these things apart. I'm not keen on doing it this way because I like things to be neat. I'm going to change my glasses from my regulars to my safety glasses. Cover more of my eye space on my safety glasses. All right, so the idea is to put the chisel dead center and whack away until you get all the way down to the steel. The steel on these, it has a single bar wedged in between two letter E's. So the dead center, you're going to have a thick part of the E in the center. So the thought process then is that when going straight down, you're going to be banging right onto the steel, and it's not going to go anywhere, and so it should work out. I think though that I want to take these side pieces off first to get those out of the way, and so I should just be able to hammer these off. There's one. There's the other one. Even a more cleaner spot to then come through and hammer straight through and cut through the tape and cut through the copper. And while this looks like it's working, it also looks like it's not working. So we're going to try it again. My chisel may not be as sharp as it probably needs to be in order to get through everything. It does look like it's cut through though. You can see it giving way. It has made a line right through. Does look like it's cut for the most part all the way through. I'm going to hammer one more time before I get to the other side. Let's flip it over and see if I can apply what I learned today. It's going to be hard to tell, but there's a little opening right there. I'm going to slip it this way. slip in my screwdriver. Screwdriver is too wide, I believe. Yeah, I'm already starting to tear it up. You can see that some of the steel is already coming out the other side. Here's that single piece that would be held in, and then here's the E that would be held in like that. Oh, look at there. There's the other side of the screwdriver on the other side of it, so it's all the way through. So now, the thought process was that I was able to cut it properly on the other side, is to just tiptoe this through. One side's coming and one side is not, which that's okay. Just means I didn't cut it all the way through like I should have. Look at that. Copper's out. Now I need to get this side out. It may just be as simple as working this stuff apart. Sorry, I hope you can hear me. It's late at night here. I'm trying something new. I probably should have waited until tomorrow to do. Not quite sure why it's not cutting loose. Unless, of course, the other side is just not wanting to give way. I'm going to take this loose again and I tightened it too much, I see. Take some of these pieces out. So then it appears on the other side that I did not cut all the way through the copper. So we need to try to do that. And that looks like I've cut through it. I also have a lot more steel to take off. Lost a few more pieces on the floor. This is really coming loose. Easier than I thought it would. All right, now that that piece is cut through, this piece should come out real easy, and it has, to an extent. And still connected by a few strands that I have now cut. I want to get the steel off. So now this is copper. I'll take the plastic off in a minute. The tape, I should say. And here's some more copper, some thick copper. Not sure what that was. Taking this out of the vise. I'm not sure if you can see that through that or not, but all the copper's gone, and of course these pieces come apart very easily now. And I have a microwave magnet on the side of the card table, and so it caught a lot of the steel that was trying to escape. It's an easy way of picking up steel that you can't see. Another thing I like to do, because I'm sitting here, is I have a extendable magnet picker upper. Put the big magnet on the bottom. Everything that fell, hopefully will get attracted. And I can pick up stuff without having to get up. I'm slightly lazy tonight. So, found some copper on the floor. That came up on its own, trapped in the steel that came up, but I was able to pick up some steel pieces. I think this belongs, it may not though. It's not the same size. This piece may actually belong to another one I took apart the other day. As well as this small piece belongs to another one. Okay, so we started off with 12.7 ounces of steel copper transformer. The copper came out, nice big hunks. We have 1.9 ounce of copper and 12.7, which yields about 11 point something, I would imagine. Not doing my math very well, of steel. I don't lose pieces to put on the scale. I must say that it was a much faster way of getting the copper out, so that was a nice lesson learned today. My work area here is not the cleanest. I'm kind of making a mess putting these steel pieces on the scale. And I probably lost some steel along the way because I'm looking at 10.2 ounces, 10.3 ounces of steel versus the 1.9 ounce of copper. Don't see any more on the floor. If this piece was truly part of this one, then that would bring it up to 10.6, and I don't think it was, it's a different color. So we started at 12.7, and we have 10.3, that's 2, that's 2.4 ounces. And we have 1.9 ounce of copper. So somewhere we lost 0.5 of an ounce, which could have been in the plastic that I knocked off. That's a very possible piece. I'm happy with the results. I'm happy with the fact that I got 1.9 ounces of copper out of that, and it was done fairly quickly. Probably wasn't the plastic because that was a piece of it and it didn't even weigh. So That probably wasn't even ideal there.